Okay, so we got some ground beef here, and we're going to make some sliders. Okay, let's look at the specs on this big beef. So basically, let's see. Give you a quick lookie. So it is 13 grams of 350 grams. So it's 4 ounces. It's the serving size. 350 calories, 270 is from fat, 30 grams of fat, saturated fat 13 grams, cholesterol 110 milligrams, sodium 75, protein 18, iron 10. That's what we have the specs on this beef. Okay. Let's see. Come on, plastic. All right. So I got this new device for making shooters. Unfortunately, it doesn't have a way to compress it, so this is going to be interesting how this is going to work. Other than me using a spoon to try to compress the hamburger into submitting to my wheel. Oh boy. Okay. Now, my best guess is this button is going to allow me to put it down and push. Interesting. That worked better than anticipated. So let's try another one. Not quite that much. So we're going to take a spoon and press it in. I think this should have this. If I had anything to do with it, I would did a much better design. I would allow it to be able to not have to rely on a spoon to compress the meat. But the release part is, I find, quite interesting. And you still have to use something, a spoon or knife, to kind of separate it from it. And so that is two what the words I'm looking for? Sliders. So we're going to make 2 more sliders, and we're going to then bake them. Now, I'm going to do something interesting. 2 of these sliders are going to just be regular sliders, and in 2 of them, I'm going to sprinkle a little ranch dressing on. This is something an old co-worker of mine told me about putting ranch dressing on beef and giving it an added boost in flavor. Just make sure you compress this as much as you can. Flip it over, push. Take a knife or spoon so you can separate it. Voila. So let me go grab the ranch dressing. Okay. I know I said ranch dressing. I meant to say ranch seasoning. So these last 2, I'm going to put a little ranch seasoning on. The other 2 I'm going to leave alone. I'm going to bake this in the oven till they're ready. And then we're going to, I might even toast the buns that I'm going to put them on. I'm going to put them on rolls, but we're going to see how this turns out. So let me go ahead and throw this in the oven, and we'll be right back. Okay, so this is what we're going to use for our sliders. The bread we're going to use for our sliders. Give you an idea what it looks like. These are Hawaiian King rolls. See how deep they are? I'm gonna grab one out, give you an idea what it's gonna look like. I'm going to cut this in half and then put a little butter on them and let them saute in a pan so they get kind of on the crispy side, not really, kind of toasted a little bit. Then I'm going to put the slider inside, maybe some ketchup. Don't know where I'm going to go with it from there. So stay tuned. I'll be back. I'm going to use a little vegan butter. You can use whatever butter you like to use. Take the roll, cut it in half. Don't need much butter, just a little bit. Well, it's getting there. Almost there. Almost there. Okay, so it's just about there. Yeah, that's good enough. Well, actually, no, not really. I need it to be a little bit more toasted. All right. Okay, this is good. So we're gonna take the bottom piece. Look at that goodness. Let's go ahead and put some ketchup on this and give it a quick taste test. Put a little ketchup on this, on a toasted roll. Let's give it a quick taste test and see how well this tastes. You know, it tastes like a slider. It's basically a slider is a miniature hamburger. When I grew up, we had this store called Little Taverns where you can get like my little squirrel out there telling me he's hungry. I'll be out there in a minute for you, little buddy. And it's like a little tavern burger or a little slider. Basically, Little Taverns sold little sliders, so you can get like 6 for like a couple of bucks. If I were to add something to this, it'd probably be onions. Tastes like a standard miniature burger. Now, I made this with a new hamburger press that I purchased for $7 on Amazon. But it's like a burger. There's nothing impressive about it. It tastes like a standard miniature burger on a roll. Something quick and easy you can make. You're having sports events at the house, whatever's going on. You can now have your own personal sliders without having to go and spend an arm and a leg for 6 sliders for $20. Absolutely delicious. Until next time, family, take it easy, live long, enjoy life, and make you some sliders. Easy as pie. Until next time, take care.